we're making it all up, but Clay's using the word splintering.
He did. I hated this.
Yeah, but there's nothing to see here. The bottom line is this. It's clearly setting up for if the Golden State Warriors win it all, they're going to say all that they've overcome. And we're going to use that championship pedigree accurately, that they could overcome all their obstacles. And that's what great teams do. And we're going to remember this team for a long, long, long time as a team that repeated at the end of the dynasty. Well, they're going to get beat. And we're all going to have to acknowledge, yeah, this team was fragmented. And it started with the punch, but it might have started before that because Bob Myers' future was up in the air before they ever tipped game one. Draymond Green has an opt-out clause, and who knows what he's going to do. He never told anybody what he's doing. Jordan Poole gets punched by Draymond Green. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Andrew Wiggins takes a leave of absence. Again, they're either going to be champions because they're somehow able to overcome all this, or it's what we're going to say did them in. Yeah. Pretty simple, I think.
It's
Floyd's
big,
in Oakland. Man. What's up, Floyd? How you doing, man?
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
How you doing today?
Floyd. Doing well.
All right. I just want to say, with the Poole Draymond thing, I don't think it has anything to do with the way Poole is playing. I think after a few years in the league, these coaches get paid. They study you. They know what he can do. They know what he likes to do. I think they just defended him well. They're taking away what he likes to do, and he doesn't have a page 2 is what we used to call it. He don't have a page 2. He's stuck on page 1. So I think that has a lot to do with it. And if he is letting the punch affect him, maybe he's not tough enough. Like Clay said, maybe he's not mentally tough enough. Because you hear players say it all the time, stuff like that happens all the time. People get punched in practice. And get
but
into
not leaked out to the world, though, family. Not leaked out to the world. Come on, man.
That's true.
Yeah, I know I wouldn't if you hit me like that, Steiny, and I would probably feel different had it not got leaked out. We probably could work. I would be mad, but the fact that the world saw it, come on, man. Jordan Poole's doing a lot to come back and try to be professional. That's all.
Yeah. 888-957-9570 is the number. Game 4 tonight
Big
from
one.
L.A. You know what Larry Bird always said? Game 4, most important game of a series. Mm-hmm. He did.
Well,
because it's either going to be 3-1 or the Warriors will be back to having the advantage.
you watched that Philly game yesterday. I thought of you. Speaking of Larry Bird, Julius Erving was in the house with shades inside. Yeah. Oh, boy, I thought of you. I was about to take a picture and send it to you. Doc! Look at he sounded he was styling.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. Styling.
Evan, what are we going to...
It's about that life. About that style of life, Doc.
Doc was smooth yesterday, baby.
He's smooth.
Yeah.
Julius Erving.
The doctor.
Can't tell the story of the NBA without Dr. J.
There you go.
Jan's in Mountain View. Hey, Jan, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing okay, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
What I was going to bring up was that Poole mentioned about 1 or 2 months ago when the playoffs were about to begin that he was in playoff mode, and all of a sudden now he just seems to takes a reverse, a 180. Like, what's going on here? I thought he was going to do anything to help the team, like he mentioned back then. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe that's, I don't know. Maybe some, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, and they don't know. But I'll tell you this, Steiny, it needs to get fixed.
Might know. They might know what's going on with Jordan Poole.
Okay, I think on that front, we all know.
For God's sakes. Hold on. Tim Kawakami of The Athletic tweeted that Poole got taken out of the game and walked to the locker room.
I read that. Iguodala had to.
And Iguodala follow him there.
Yeah. Well, that's mad about playing time.
Okay. Well, that's a problem.
Oh, no doubt about it. And that's why probably Curry was talking to him when he gave the speech. But
he's also talking clearly to Kuminga, who seems checked out.
To Jan's point and the caller before that, I don't think this. I'm being honest, Donnie. I don't think defensive have adjusted to Poole. These are self-inflicted wounds when you fall down.
You don't think it's a factor that they have Anthony Davis and LeBron James at the rim?
Oh, no. I'm done. I'll turn off my mic. No, I'm just talking about in general. We've seen him fall down all year. We've seen him fall. He was doing it thud against the Kings. Something's going on, and I don't know if he's overdoing it, Steiny, overcompensating. I don't know, but Clay's playing just as bad. But it's Clay. But Clay's never been a guy that was able to ha-ha with the ball in his hands like Jordan. No, but Clay has always been a player that gets inside his own head in his own way that affects the team kind of in a similar way to Jordan Poole, who looks like he's not feeling it. And, of course, Draymond Green is on record saying he doesn't get up for games that don't matter. And, you might think I'm kind of sticking it to the Warriors. I'm actually not. It's just to point out that they have a bunch of inconsistent players this year, and it's a matter of how many guys can play well on one individual night because it very seldom is all of them. So for about 2 weeks here, the last 2 weeks, especially just the whole Sacramento Kings season series, Steiny, we've whispered nothing but sweet nothings about Kevon Looney, rightfully so. Larry Smith, Moses Malone, Rodman. And I'm asking you, and I'm being serious because I don't know what you see that would make him only getting 16 minutes Saturday night. Who? Kevon Looney. I'm because I don't know the answer. But you can't play two non-scorers. You cannot play two non-scorers. So you can't play him and Draymond. 2 points, right, and got you 2 rebounds. I'm just asking. Okay, you can play Looney for Green. So you don't think we see both in the starting lineup tonight? I don't know. Maybe. But maybe they have to limit their time together. I do think Davis has more trouble with Draymond Green than Looney. Celeste is in Mountain View. Hey. Man, for a guy who thinks they're still going to win it, you are certainly worried. Oh, just checking all my boxes. Just really worried. Gosh. No confidence. Hey, Celeste.
Hey, I love you, Steiny. You know this already.
Thank you. You know who doesn't? DJ Darcy in San Pablo doesn't like me. I'll read you her text later. But she likes you. Go ahead, Celeste.
Yeah, whatever.
Thanks.
She doesn't have good taste. Jordan Poole, how can you treat someone professionally that pops you in the mouth? What the AT hockey stick is about that? I'm sorry. I would be some kind of way and totally unprofessional. For one, I would have popped him back. I would have been like, oh, no, you're not just going to hit me, televised or not, and something's not going to happen.
Celeste, before we let you go, not a big Guru fan, huh?
Oh, God, I cannot stand Draymond, He needs to act right. I wish he'd go do a stupid podcast and get off the team. I haven't liked him since the first time he was suspended for silly stuff. Changing the whole series.
Look at her. She knows her hoop.
Absolutely. That he changes the series.
Thanks, Celeste. Appreciate the call.
Oh, my God. I thought she was going to say me.
Freudian slip.
Darcy, you can't lay the season at the feet of Draymond. I'm not.
Because the season's not over. I just want...
But I'll lay the seasons at the feet of Draymond, at the feet of Poole.
That didn't help.
I'm going to lay it on Wiggins. Yeah. You got to lay it on Wiggins. Yeah. Missed half the season. You got to lay it on Clay. Tricked off the first 6 weeks of the season. I'm wondering if this is the most difficult season for Steve Kerr since he's been here. He was enjoying himself this year. Remember? But that's like when you see ugly baby. Oh, so cute. She said you got to be positive. Steiny, come on, man. What? How many coaches have had to deal with Kerr and the Warriors and Myers and Lacob have had to deal with? Curry, for that matter. It's still going. What do you mean? The whole punch the gate. This team, if it was fun. No team probably has had less adversity than the Warriors in the last decade. Oh, they had a couple things happen to them this year. David West. To the NBA. Kerr always says that this place is not like a normal place. So they're experiencing some hardship. Can they get over it? 408, this is what you produce. Did you get a prescription for yourself, Goo?
You're stressing out. I believe.
By the way, we may get Andre Iguodala back if they can get into the next series. Are you excited?
Well, and that was the noise I was about to make.
I mean, the only thing I'm worried about is if he comes back and Jordan Poole goes back to the locker room, then who's going to go back with Jordan Poole?
And why? Okay, I know this is not the show because I'm fired up. I really am. Why would he go to the locker room? Even if you're pissed off, why would you go do that?
You know why you would
to
do
let
that?
So now you're going to hijack from your teammate standpoint. Now everybody has to look and know you're not on the bench because you're mad or in your feelings. Now that's what I won't defend if Kawakami's correct with that. Okay, you come out the game because you've been playing like dog mess, but now they got to go console you.
So
come
it
on,
is not
man.
outside the realm of possibility that he was upset, and rather than sitting on the bench and acting like Kuminga, he went back to the locker room. He went back to the locker room because he wanted to either vent or whatever. He would have come back. Hey, Jordan, where'd you go? I had to go to the bathroom.
Tinkle.
So, I mean, would you rather him walk to the locker room or would you rather him push Draymond Green out of the way in plain view?
I know. I'd rather Kerr to tell him, hey, you know why your ass is not in the game. He just hasn't been himself. And hey, Steiny, I get.
I wonder if it's a combination of getting punched in the face and then knowing. And
where you going?
Maybe I should be a little careful here, but certainly this is the way I feel. And if Warrior fans say I'm crazy, say I'm crazy. Maybe he's sick of feeling like the scapegoat. Jordan Poole.
Man.
I mean, he did a post-game interview 6 weeks ago with our Bonte Hill and said, I hear the slander.
Yeah.
What if I do not put it past Jordan Poole to be like, why is this all my fault? I'm the guy who got punched in the face and tried to move forward.
All right. Hey, you might have hit it out the park.
Let's go to
2 of 9 from field goals. 2 of 9 from the field. Poole, 22 minutes, Steiny. 0 for 4 from deep and 4 turnovers.
Oh, my God.
Anthony in Napa. How you doing, Anthony? What's going on?
Yo. Good afternoon. If it's afternoon now. First of all, welcome back, Guru.
Right on, baby.
Hope all is well with the fam. So I want to get straight to it. The caller before, the young lady, mentioned that maybe Jordan Poole isn't mentally tough. That's hogwash because he's mentally tough enough to get hit by somebody, have to be around that person for the rest of the year, not be able to hit him back, and still maintain the level of professionalism. So how much more professional do you want him to be? I asked somebody, you let me hit you in the face, and then you got to work around me, and you can't do nothing back to me. Come on, man. What are we talking about here? Whatever the reason is, we got to stop making it seem like why ever Jordan Poole is playing the way he's playing, that the punch is not at least some of that. That him being around Draymond is at least not some of that. Because 1 + 1 is 2, and all I see is the Jordan Poole that was playing last season is not the Jordan Poole that's playing this season. And what happens differently is that punch. You can't mention the bag because he ain't got the bag yet. That don't kick in until next season. So anybody that want to call and say the bag, it's not the truth. He making $4 or $5 million. Now that's something to me and y'all, but that ain't nothing to what he's going to get paid next year. So we can't even mention none of that. I want to say that the reason why we lost that game on Saturday night is definitely the bench scoring discrepancy, and it continues to be something that we had. People coming off of our bench are not producing. So if people want to call up here and say, we want Kuminga, and we need his athleticism, get your athletic butt on the court and do some athletic stuff instead of standing in the corner and not crashing the glass or not running off the screens and not running the pick and roll. You got to do something with the time that you get, like I said before. Roy Hachimura, he get in the game, he scored right off the rip.
Thanks a lot, Anthony. No, good stuff. In fact, GS says callers on point.
1, 2, 2.
So there you go, Anthony.
Yeah, and I'm a culprit, but Steiny, we can't ignore his defense. Jordan Poole. Forget the punch. Just his defense. He's just not a good defensive player right now.
No, he's not.
Who
is a good defensive player right now in the Warriors?
And you're gonna laugh. I'm being real. I honestly believe Andrew Wiggins, Gary Payton II, and Kevon Looney.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree.
Like, I don't like that we're all, if you don't want to go too big, shout out MC Hammer, if you don't want to go with the too big lineup, that Green is the one that is over Looney. Like, at this juncture, I'm exploring everything. But I will say this to you and Evan, and I mean it. When this season is over, no matter what happens, if a championship comes of this season, I will be disappointed in Steve Kerr in the sense that I don't think he handled these youngsters the right way. That's just my 2 cents. They can go on and win it, Steiny. This is when Kuminga was supposed to show you. Moody could have been playing months ago if you were going to trust him here, but he's taking advantage of it. I just don't like how it's gone down. One of the guys is not even here in Wiseman, but that's neither here nor there. I just don't like it. And now I'm starting to wonder if they handled internally this Poole situation the right way, because he seems to be lost and nobody has an answer.